Riki. Oh, hey, Riki. Oh, you're still here? Why do you have an axe? Whatever. Oh, you're the guy that I had to kill Ulrich for. Yep.
Well, finally, I've had quite a wait.
Why do you want to talk to me, of all people?
Okay,
You
you're not
got
going to
me.
get anywhere
You should
if
consider it an
you
honor.
keep going like that.
If hanging around in a damp dungeon with a condemned man is your idea of honor...
You're not seeing the bright side. You can be the one who uncovers a conspiracy against the king for your master. You don't get an opportunity like that every day. It did cross my mind, though, that it might be nice to get some assurances for my cooperation. After all, I'm the one the Margrave unjustly declared the scourge of the land and expelled from Moravia. They even pulled my beautiful castle down. It was the necessity of making a living that forced
Are
me
you
to take some
questioning the
liberties.
authority of the Margrave? You might be right, but stick to the point.
I suppose there's some truth in that. I may speak with Sir Radzig and he might pardon you, but not unless you start talking.
Very well, ask me anything you want. I won't be obstructive.
What I want to know most of all is who's behind it. Who are you making those forgeries for?
Do you think I couldn't have handled it all myself?
I'm not trying to insult you. It's just not a job one man could do alone.
All right, the way it began was I was short of coin, as usual. So I let those crimps in Sasau recruit me.
Recruit you into what?
I didn't inquire too much. In this business, you don't ask too many questions. But when they found out I wasn't just anybody, they put me in charge of the counterfeiting. A foreigner by the name of Eric gave me instructions. But for sure, he isn't the chief. And there's someone highly placed at the monastery who's mixed up in it too. But I don't
How'd you find
know
out
who.
about the crimps?
How did you come to hear of all this business?
I met some old friends in Colleen a few months ago, and they said they were heading for Sasau, that armed men were being recruited, and they'll hire anyone.
Old friends? Who were they?
Just a couple of brigands. We used to ambush the Margrave's messengers in Moravia together.
Nice friends you keep.
I was in dispute with the Margrave. A man in my position finds himself mixed up with all sorts.
And then what?
Rapota and I had been living off stale crusts for a month, so I wasn't going to turn down the chance of work, honest or otherwise. We rode to Sasau and met with the recruiters. It didn't take long to realize I was a nobleman fallen on hard times.
Yeah, could you get to the
Not
point,
some
please?
common peasant.
Can you get to the point?
Well, they introduced me to this Eric, and he told me what was needed. They set up the workshop, got the men, the supplies, everything.
Crimps in Sasau. That's what I'm asking about.
Crimps? You're telling me this Eric is recruiting armed men in Sasau?
Well, it seems so. I was giving the recruiters some of the coins to do it. The fake ones, of course.
Where can I find the recruiting gang?
That's tricky. It was my friends who led me to them. We met with them in the woods next to Sasau. It's about who you know, as always.
You said you gave them money. Where was that?
They'd ride to the mine gallery to see me. I don't suppose you'd find them there now.
Okay.
If you say so.
Eric.
This Eric, you reckon he's not the one in charge?
He puts on airs, but he's just a naive young pup. And he's always going on about his lord, though he never mentioned him by name.
Where can I find this Eric? You must have had some meeting place.
He used to come to the workshop unannounced. And after what's happened, I doubt he'll be showing his
Okay.
face there again.
Tell me about this dignitary from the monastery.
This highly placed person at the monastery, what can you tell me about him?
I've no idea who he is, only that he's no small fry. After all, he handles the exchange of the forgeries in Passau.
I see. Is there anything else at all you can tell me about him?
No, he was supposed to supply me with materials too, but he backed out. Eric said he probably
Well,
got
that
cold
seems
feet.
enough.
That'll do me for the moment.
Will you put in a word for me with Sir Radzig? I'll swear allegiance to him if he'll have me. I'm sick of being a renegade.
I'll have to think about it. He has been forthcoming with information. It seems to check out so far, from what I can tell.
I have to think about it. I don't want to annoy Sir
Just
Radzig.
gonna close this. Riki, you enjoy your cellmate. Okay. Maybe... Oh, I just realized it's Riki as well. There's a reason he's called that. Ugh. Okay. So, let's head back to the castle, talk to Sir Radzig. Oh my god, these callers, have they gotten more annoying? Okay, what are we gonna do? He was forthcoming with the information as soon as he got, like, as soon as he was assured that he wouldn't be killed immediately. I mean, that's pretty good. That's better than some people that I've had to deal with. He's a nobleman, so that means he's at least somewhat educated. He'd be useful to Sir Radzig. I'm gonna bring it up to him. Okay, I think just the fucking halberds, and yeah, more halberds. 2 of them right there. My god, what is it with the halberds? Why do we have so many of them? What is the purpose? Shit, I would take them if I wouldn't be, like, accused of brandishing weapons in front of a lord. Because you can't actually, like, stow them anywhere. Oh, Tibus Fafar, well, you... Yeah, well, we've already done your quest. Sir Radzig. A couple of things.
So what have you learned?
All sorts of things.
There's some foreigner called Eric behind the counterfeiting ring, and someone highly placed at the monastery.
The monastery? Really?
That's what Jezek claimed.
So it's worse than I thought. If this is true, we'll have to proceed with the utmost caution.
Why? Can't we just go to the monastery to investigate?
No. If the church is truly involved, I have no authority.
What will you do?
So what will you do?
I'll have to think about it. It won't be an easy nut to crack. I'll have to consult with Hanush. And what of this Eric? Who is he?
I don't know, but he's recruiting armed men in Sasau and forming an army.
Damn. So it looks like Pribyslavitz wasn't the end of it.
It most certainly wasn't, sir. And what's more, Sir Jezek is convinced this Eric is only a go-between, and there's someone bigger behind him.
You should return to Sasau and take a closer look at those recruiters. If they're going to attack, we must find out sooner than last time.
It might not be as straightforward as that. So Jezek didn't know them and has no idea how to find them.
You'll have to manage somehow, my lad. Don't
Yeah,
tell me there's
somebody probably knows something.
Nobody knows anything. Go to Sasau and try to find them.
I'm not sure where to start, sir.
Then ask around the alehouses and inns, or at the Rathaus. Someone must have heard something. These things can't be entirely kept in the dark. Whatever you do, be careful, Henry. And best not mention my name. It would attract unwelcome attention. What we want is for the crimps to take you
I'm
for just
wearing,
another
like,
village
full
lad
plate
and
armor,
lure
sir.
into their gang.
All right, sir. I'll try to blend in as best I can.
I know I'm asking a lot of you.
Like,
But
it's
I know
not
of no
gonna...
one else who can
It's
help
not
as
gonna
much as you can
work
now.
if I'm wearing this. Like, no village lad is packing a long bow, a long sword, a full quiver of arrows, and decked out head to toe in plate and mail. I'm just pointing it out. I think that ship has passed, sir. I'm pretty sure I'm noticed down there. Okay, I promised Dijik he could make a deal with you.
Sir, there's one more thing. Sir Jezek went with me without resistance, because I promised him he could come to an agreement with you.
My boy, my boy. You make promises in
I
my
know,
name.
sir.
That could turn out very badly for both of us. But, if it can prevent bloodshed, why the hell not? We may well come to some arrangement after all, but I can't say yet.
Well,
what will become of me.
as you command, sir.
You'd better run along.
I've
As you
presented
command, sir.
him with the information. That's all I'm responsible for. Okay. Let's head down. Yes, yes. Oh, somebody just dropped a tankard too?
Henry,
My
I'm
god.
glad you stopped by.
You people are all animals. Animals, I say. Okay, so... Current objective. Head to this god-forsaken city again. And question people. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. It's not like we spent 3 hours or so working on quests inside the city and it just keeps forcing us back. I'd love to do some other things, like why isn't Ledechko have any quests in it? Is the same degree, or I don't know. Well, I guess Talmberg does avoid, but still, I'm salty. Well. It shouldn't take too long. Our charisma's really good. Should be able to talk our way out of everything. We look like a knight. We could probably pass as a sellsword. Just a really, 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 really well-off sellsword. Okay. Let's see here. Bailiff.
Lord Almighty.
Oh yeah, we met you before.
Good health to you.
I've got a few questions for you.
Oh shit, and this guy also knows me too because of the previous thing I said I was from Radzik.
And what business is it of yours? Did someone complain? Who sent you here?
No one complained, though I'd be interested to know why you think...
Well, there we go. People know.
It
We already
Lord
used the
Radzik
name.
Who sent me? He'd heard word that some unsavory characters are holed up round here.
Begging your pardon. But what the devil does Sir Radzik care about it? And I keep hearing the same from Sir Sebastian. And he's got no dog in this fight either.
There must be quite a few strangers here.
You have an inn and the horse trails cross here. There must be many travellers come seeking work, and not all of them honest men.
Aye, it's true. Bedlam has broken out once or twice, and restoring order was no easy matter.
Has there been anything like that lately?
No, it's been quiet here lately. Now that I think about it, I don't recall coming across anyone here like that.
Nobody looking for soldiering work, maybe as a merchant's guard?
There's always one or two like that. If they don't get the job.
Sir Sebastian?
Sir Sebastian? Who's that?
Sebastian Baron von Berg. He's here under monastery law to protect us against all this unrest in the land.
Why should he care about the city? That's not his jurisdiction, is it?
Quite true. I'm in charge of this city, but he keeps telling me I've got cutthroats hiding around here, and I should be more...
Okay, but like Sir Radzik is an actual local lord, so he does have somewhat of a dog in this fight since he is protecting the area against human invaders and Sigismund's army. So, I mean, he kind of does have a dog in this fight. Here they've been recruiting bandits here.
I heard some recruiters are meeting in Sasau. Seemed likely they get up to mischief and people might complain.
Do you think that people here complain and I don't do my job? Nothing of the sort. Old Lederman's the only one that comes complaining, but I pay no
Yeah.
heed to him.
And what does this Lederman complain about?
Lederman is our local tanner. Lives by the quarry, which is where, well, some youngsters go there to wrestle.
They go there to fight and that doesn't bother you?
Why would it bother me? Much better to brawl there than in the tavern. At least in the quarry they can't damage anything but each other. And my catchpoles go by there from time to time.
Okay, so alright, so Lauderman doesn't complain about all of these. Like, I was just thinking it would be really bad if the one person he didn't listen to was the one that was right. And just like, oh, there's all of these bandits outside of my home. It's like, oh, shut up, Lauderman. Have you heard gossip about any strangers?
Have you heard any talk of strangers in the town? Maybe people acting oddly?
Nothing worth mentioning. Sure, there's been some talk about the miller. Folks saying they've been seeing him doing this or that, or people visiting him at night, but he's never done anything. He's a decent enough man for a miller.
I'll try asking him if he's heard anything.
He lives on the other side of the river, by the bogs. But don't go getting your hopes up.
Okay, well, thank
not
you
be
for
able to
all
help.
of your great police work. I'm gonna go do your job for you.
Thank you, bailiff.
Again. Alright. And I do mean that because remember the murder that was committed in broad daylight? Well, I mean, yeah, broad daylight inside of his city where there was a man eviscerated on his own wall. Guess who solved that fucking case? Henry, not the bailiff. So yeah, let's go do this for him. Again. Let's see, anybody inside of the inns and taverns got anything to talk about? Alright, innkeeper, what do you got for me?
Coming?
See anything suspicious lately?
Have you noticed anything suspicious lately?
I don't know.
And
How
what's
about that
your
murder
idea
that
of
happened that I
suspicious?
solved? How about that? You gonna keep me lip?
Have you heard of anyone looking to hire some rough men?
Mercenaries, you mean?
Yes.
There were some fellows conspiring here in the corner twice a week, and others coming and going. They didn't look entirely
Okay, there was misspelling
respectable,
there
but
that
they
said
any
never made
trouble.
and trouble, not any. So misspelling in the text there. What happened to them?
And what happened to them?
I don't know, they just stopped coming. And I haven't seen hide nor hair of them since.
You haven't heard anything about where they went?
How could I have? They just
So where do
stopped
they meet
coming,
now?
and that's that.
Where do you think they might be meeting now?
How should I know? I'm an honest innkeeper, not a man at arms. They could be meeting at another inn. They could be meeting in the woods by the light of the
Hell, I
moon,
recognize
for all I
them.
know.
Is there any way I'll recognize them?
Unquenchable thirst. They drank like fish. They were rough looking too. Big bearded and scruffy. Aside from that, they mostly kept to themselves.
That's not much help. What did they do while they were waiting for someone?
They drank.
I'll be right
And they
back
played
with that.
dice. I do remember there were always dice.
Where do
in
people
the
play
game.
dice here?
So they were fond of dice, were they? And where would you find a game around here?
Anywhere there's dice and usually drink. That's all you need for a game. Although it dawns on me now, I never saw Simon with those men, oddly enough. He's got a nose for drunken dice players with a coin to lose.
Simon who?
Why, the young miller. He runs Catzick Mill. Neighbors are always slandering him for trafficking, but who knows? Maybe he just has a knack
Miller.
for business.
Any less respectable townsfolk you've seen?
You don't know where I might find some more dishonourable folk.
And why would you want them? They'll set tongues wagging about you.
But they'd be the ones to know what reputable townsfolk don't.
I grant you that. Well, we don't have an executioner, just a knacker. But he's an odd fellow. Like any knacker, I suppose. And there's some
Oh,
strange tales about
Jesus,
Miller
saw
Simon,
this
too.
Miller guy.
But I'd say it's just
What do we know
jealousy.
about the knacker?
What can you tell me about the knacker?
Decent folk don't talk about him. He deals in carcasses.
I was hoping you'd tell me a bit more than that.
Why should I care about him? He lives in a house by the church, and that's all I know.
Okay, what about the
No, I'll
Miller,
say.
Simon? That I haven't already heard.
What can you tell me about Simon?
There's not much to tell. He runs Katzig Mill, and some say thieves meet there at night. But isn't there gossip about every miller? I don't think he's a sinner, but only God knows for sure.
Anything else?
You might not find him at the mill. He's a busy man, always out and about making some deal or other. And he likes to throw dice, especially when he sees a fat
Alright.
purse hanging on a drunken belly.
Thank you. So,
Thank you for the help.
Not at all.
I'm
Why off
good.
So soon? Sit down for a tankard or a bite to eat.
I'm good. So, okay. Let's look at the town map. What do we got here? We got the Sasau Tanner to talk to. We got the Sasau Knacker to talk to, and we have Ask the Innkeeper there, and the Miller. Okay, we'll get most of the stuff around here. So let's talk to the Knacker, who's just down the street. Then we'll go ahead and we'll talk to the tanner, then go up to the other innkeeper, talk to him, then head over to Simon, the miller, because I think they're all kind of along the way like that. It should be easy enough.
What's that?
Oh.
What
Yes.
are you doing here?
The information in your
You're
head.
after something. God save you. What can I do for you?
Are you the local knacker?
I'm the local grave digger. But if there aren't any burials to take care of, I'll turn me hand to knackery.
Well, then you might know a lot of things that others don't.
I'm a decent man. Not always honest.
Anything fishing going on here?
Anything fishy going on in these parts?
There certainly is. Candles are being stolen from the church. As brazen as that. What sort of people do that?
Ah, but have you heard of anyone around here hiring adventurers and bandits?
How would I know that? Most people avoid talking to me. I don't even go to the tavern much.
What
these
has been
days.
happening here lately?
And what's been happening in Sasau lately?
Nothing interesting. Except maybe that bitch being slaughtered.
What? Who was she, a villager? I wouldn't call that nothing interesting.
No. I mean a dog bitch. It was a while back when they called me to clear it up.
What happened?
The dog looked like she'd been hacked to bits. They were scared it was some demon. But as far as I could see, someone took a sword or
It
an
does
axe.
seem odd.
Why on earth would anyone do that?
What do I know? Maybe he was snooping around where he shouldn't, and the bitch went for him. I hear there was some dog-bitten fellow being cared for at the monastery. Only they kept him there on account of a broken leg. Maybe that's...
Ask for the wounded loudmouth about the crypts. Okay. Depart. I don't...
Thank you. I'll be going now.
Very well. Feel free to stop by any time. People shy away from me, except when there's a death.
He doesn't seem that bad.
Cesspit's fool.
People just need to get to know him. He's a nice guy. Generally, it sounds like you kind of just dealt with a normal person. I guess your job title really does matter a lot in this day and age. Okay. Now we gotta go around. It's over here, yeah. Is there like a bridge or something to go over? Yeah. Hey, Bucephalus. Alright, let's head over here. Alright, this is the last one on this side of the river. Then we go to the other inn, and then to the miller. Oh, we also have to go talk to the loudmouth at the monastery. Local tanner.
I'm honored that a knight such as you takes an interest in me.
Tanner, I've heard all's not well with you.
It's better now. I must have eaten something bad.
No, I mean you've complained about some ruffians raising hell behind your house.
Aye, true enough. That lot's been a thorn in my side. And when I went to tell them to take it elsewhere, they nearly beat me to a pulp.
How many are there?
How many of them are there?
How would I know? They make as much noise as a herd of wild boar in rutting season.
And did they all attack you?
Well, that's
They knocked the
that's
stuffing
just
right out of
horrible.
me.
Does anyone do anything about it?
And nobody does a thing about it?
I've been to the bailiff, but he couldn't give a rat's arse. There's no commotion under his window, so what does he care?
That's quite a bailiff you've got.
Yeah, I
Scarecrow
know what you
would keep
mean.
better
Where can
order.
I find them?
When are they there?
Nearly every evening. Every god-forsaken evening. Shouting and bellowing there till nightfall. And then they leave.
Let me take
Probably
care of
too
them.
drunk.
Yeah, let's do some good around here. This might make things a bit better for me in this area if I start doing some good stuff for people around here.
If you want, I'll take care of them.
Well, you look like you could move mountains.
I have a
but
sword.
There are several of them and just one of you.
Perhaps we'll be able to settle things peacefully.
Maybe. They might think twice before kicking your arse.
Perhaps I can reason with them. It doesn't have to come to blows.
Well, break
Yeah.
a leg, lad. Or better yet, don't. But if you manage to pull it off, you'll get your
Take care of the bench meet
Don't worry.
in the evenings behind the tanner's house. Okay, we can do that. Let's finish off the rest of this quest. We'll come back here at night, and we'll come out here kind of around the evening, see what's going on. So, what else do we have to deal with? We have the other inn, Loudmouth at the monastery, and then we have the miller. So, we head back over the bridge, then basically stick to the edge of the river, or the riverbank, and we should find the crossing over the river to the inn. Then we'll do that. We'll do the miller last, and after we're done with that, we'll double back to the tanner's place, help him out, because it sounds like he needs help. He's a nice guy. Don't want to be, don't want to be too focused on the mission. I want to get some side stuff done. And he said he'd give me a reward, so, it's not for free. Henry's a nice guy. That's kind of how I'm playing Henry. He's a nice guy. He's willing to help people. He's been in that situation before where, he's just a lowly peasant. Now he's a guy that has almost, 10,000 groschen in his pocket. Fully loaded with arms and armor. A good horse, a fairly good horse with, the horseshoes and all the accoutrements. Okay. Let's see about this. Where? There you are. There's a path right over to your right. Whatever. Or to your left, I guess. My right.
I am honored that a knight such as you takes an interest in me.
I'm looking for some people you might know something about.
If they come here to drink, maybe. But I won't aid you in any
Looking for the
mischief.
Crips recruiting adventurers.
Alright, alright.
I've heard some rough men come here looking to recruit. Have they ever stopped in to eat or drink? Or to arrange something?
There were some brawlers that used to fight behind the tavern, but they raised such a commotion. I went
Okay.
and complained, and the town watch drove them off somewhere.
I wasn't
So
thinking.
you're the one to blame for the
I'm
tanner's
looking for
problems.
recruiters that hire mercenaries and other cutthroats.
Don't know about that. Every once in a while, a merchant will hire some help or an escort, but nothing more. Nobody comes here regular. I'd notice if they did.
What about any ruffians in town?
You haven't heard talk of any scoundrels in town?
Well, I have heard some things, but I can't say if they're true or not. There's some that talk just to hear the sound of their own voices.
And who's the most
Oh my
frequent
God.
topic of that kind of gossip?
Miller Simon. They say he's rich with coin, and it's not from the mill. But that's nonsense. Folk just don't know how much a mill can earn.
Anyone else?
Aye, there's talk of the knacker giving people the evil eye, or them that's not in bailiff's good graces. But I suppose
Okay,
that's what
yep.
you want to know.
You're the brawlers.
Do you happen to know where the brawlers you complained about moved on to?
I've not got the slightest inkling. I'm just glad all the shouting stopped. It scared the horses in the stables.
Sorry, I took a drink of water while he was talking. He didn't talk as long as I thought he would. Okay. Alright, well, this place was a bust.
Thank you, innkeeper.
No, I'm good.
Not at
I've heard
all.
not many travelers stay here.
I've heard it's not quite as lively here as it once was.
Well, I wouldn't say that. Guess they're always making merry when there's a drink to be had.
That's not quite what I meant. I'd heard there were some stable boys staying here for a long while looking for work. But it took too long and they took to causing trouble.
True, but that's nothing new. No, the thing is, there's not many wagons coming through at all. Folk are afraid to travel far in case they get done in by some cutthroats or, God forbid, have their wagons requisitioned by some army.
So there are fewer travellers. And some of them must be a little unsavoury.
I take anyone who turns up. They come one day and leave the next. Maybe with someone else. Past few weeks I've only had trouble with
He just
one who
disappeared?
skipped off without paying.
He just vanished, without a word.
Well, he said he lost all his silver to the miller, and he had to go and see him about something. Only he never came back. Left all his belongings here.
Do you still have them?
Of course not. I sold them all a few days later when he didn't come back. The buyer's gone now too, before you ask. But there wasn't much there in any case. The seller didn't even cover his bill.
Okay, well, I guess we're gonna have to go and talk to this this mysterious Miller Simon, who just keeps popping up everywhere. Like I don't have to deal with Miller Peshek every day. Now I gotta deal with his counterpart in Sasau. Well, let's go and see about this wounded man. Then we'll go talk to Simon. And then we'll head back and we'll deal with the brawlers. Who knows, maybe I can level up my unarmed skill. Or, you know, maybe I could talk them down. That's an option too, but, you know. I wouldn't mind beating the shit out of some guys that were causing some trouble for just an honest working guy. Shut up, guard. Seriously? There are wounded men right near you. God's sakes.
Just for a while, he says. To help
I'm gonna
our
punch
neighbours,
you.
he says.
Well, I want to, but I didn't have to deal with stuff. Flip from Scallots.
Be a bit more careful.
Oh my god! The man with the broken leg was the guy that died. Oh. Okay. Well, shit. Okay, so I guess that quest is important. Or maybe we were supposed to have that quest pop up now when we were sent to Sasau. That's probably it. Ooh, yeah, so we kind of screwed ourselves there. Oh well, that's, yeah, that's a thing. So, yeah, I guess we'll just head back over, cross, then up. Head over and talk to Miller Simon. So, the loudmouth with the bitten leg, yeah, well, he's dead. Apparently he didn't last too long. We didn't fix his broken leg in time, and yeah, so that happened. So hey, good tip for everybody trying to do that quest: fix the guy's leg. Ooh, I feel bad about that. Well, not really. He's probably a bandit or somebody working with them, and he died or whatever. But still, that does suck, because that was a lot of information I might have got from him, or no information. Like, it could have gone either way, but it sucks that I lost it anyways. Alright, Miller Simon. I need to speak with you. Guess we'll go up here. Come on. Should be getting close, I think. Nope, I took the wrong road. Should have gone straight. Okay, so we go back to the fork, stick straight, then keep going. Shouldn't be too hard. We're also getting near the evening, so we have to go fight some people. Alright, here we go. There's got to be up here somewhere. It looks like we're getting close. See settlement up ahead. A little stable thing? Yeah. Yeah, there's the mill. There we go. Okay. Miller Simon. Like the mustache. Like the mustache.
Listen, have you heard about anyone looking to recruit men around here? Or planning some kind of mischief?
No.
Come on. I know how it is with Millers. I've been friends with a few and they hear all the gossip.
So go ask them.
I doubt their ears reach all the way here.
Then it seems you're out of luck.
Surely we can come to some arrangement.
I don't much care for strangers.
So, what do I have to do to get in your good graces, Master Miller?
Well, if I heard from those Miller friends of yours that you can be relied upon, and you're not a complete dolt.
Okay, that's a bust. Damn it. I'm not stealing shit. I'm not stealing shit for you. Okay, so we do that. So we'll double back to A. Well, actually, no, we can just fast travel there. All the way to Sasau. And it'll be evening when we get there. Foe. You know what? We'll fight him. Why not? That's a run-up. He's armored. Get to test this out. Come on. Yep. I'm sure.
You get what for?
Well, that was easy. Take that. Put this away. Loot the body. Let's see here. Take that chainmail bassinet. Take that. Take the coif. Don't need the arrows. Take the fan braces and that silver ring. And we'll just leave you on the side of the road to rot. Alright. Onward to Sasau. Sorry, it had been a while since we had a fight. Decided, it'd be kind of interesting to just get that over with. Finish off that guy, though. I didn't expect him to have that, that run-up that he had. Guy sprinted for about a couple 100 feet just straight at me. God, if he took it any longer, I could have had a wind-up on him, actually. Alright. Let's go help the tanner. Just gonna do something here. Put this stuff away that I don't need. Okay, that's everything. Yeah, my stuff's not even... It's barely damaged. Let's make sure we equip the sword, though, because it doesn't look like any of these guys are wearing armor. Oh, it's... I thought that was a prompt to punch him. No, it's his fucking name. What the fuck?